I've been a mortgage loan officer since 1998, and I've had a bird's eye view into people's finances for almost 24 years. And a lot of times I see so many people struggle to save money, and I can honestly normally see why they do. I can take a look at their credit reports and see what their debts are. And then I also get to see their bank's account statements and see how they spend their money. I also get to see their retirement account statements. Are they saving money for retirement yet? And I'm amazed some young couples, some young people are incredible savers, have no debt. I have clients who have over 100,000 saved in the bank and over 100,000 saved for retirement before age 30. And I just applaud those people. But then there's lots of others who have very little money saved. And what I have discovered is what I call the A, B, C, D, and E's of everything here, what keeps people sometimes from buying a home. The first one is A, avocado toast. Now I know a lot of people in the media make fun of millennials and they're eating their avocado toast. And I'm not so much referring to avocado toast directly, but just how often people eat out. I've seen many couples eat every lunch out and every dinner out, every night of the week. And I've seen them be spending over $500 a week, over $2,000 a month eating out. Well, that's a mortgage payment right there. The second point I want to talk about is B, and it stands for Beamers. I'm a car nut, but I didn't own my first BMW, which is Beamer slang for BMW. I didn't own my first one until I was 42. And I see people have these huge car payments. Sometimes, especially with a couple, they may have car payments totaling more than $1,500 a month. I've even seen one gentleman have a car payment just by himself on a Mercedes of like $1,600 a month. And he was remarking, to me that he couldn't save money for a down payment. I go, gee, I wonder why. You got a $1,600 a month car payment. And I always encourage my clients, you want your total car payments to be less than like 10% of your gross monthly income. So if you make $5,000 a month, you really need a car payment under $500 a month, and honestly even lower is better. So that's another thing that keeps people from buying a home is their car payments. C stands for cappuccinos and cocktails. Another area where I see people spend a ton of money is Starbucks, for example. I've seen many people, wow, they were at Starbucks twice every day of every week for the last month. We all know how much Starbucks costs. Okay, that can easily add up to another few $100s every month. Then I see a lot of people who go out and have drinks every night. Cocktails. And most cocktails now, unless you're there at happy hour, may cost you $10 or more for each drink. So it can add up to several $100s a month that you're spending there on coffee or cappuccinos and cocktails. The fourth one is D, and this is brand new. Wasn't written into what I was going to talk about today, but we were outside in the hallway discussing this. A coworker who's just turned 32 today, he was telling me he has spent over $7,000 this year attending weddings of his friends. Because everyone seems to have a destination wedding, in some exotic location. And so, back when I got married over 20 years ago, we just did it, I think our wedding was less than a mile from our house. But I know that doesn't happen very often anymore. So D for destination weddings, that can be an area where people spend a ton of money that can keep them from saving money. E is for just experiences, sort of similar. One of the things I see is how much money people spend on vacations, concert tickets, and sporting events. And just realize people don't realize, honestly, how much a vacation to, say, a luxury beach resort in Mexico or the Bahamas or Caribbean truly costs them. In most cases, it can be for a couple $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 to go on that 1 week vacation when you start throwing in airfare, resort, the food and drinks, all the all the trips you go, the Uber rides and everything, of how expensive it can be to take a luxury resort vacation. Another area where I see people really spend a lot of money on is concert tickets, of where I've seen people spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on one concert ticket, which just boggles my mind. I know one of my favorite band from the 90s was Dave Matthews, and they were touring again, was it 2 or 3 years ago, and they were coming to Denver to play at Fiddler's Green. And I looked it up because I thought I would love to go to that concert. The cheapest tickets started at like $250 each. And I'm like, sorry, I'll just listen to my CDs instead. I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on an experience for a 2-hour concert. And it can be okay, you do it once or twice a year, but if you're doing it every month, those costs add up. Another way that people spend a lot of money on is sporting events, especially here in Denver. We have something known as the Denver Broncos cult, where people will spend $1,000 or more per game to attend a game, between tickets, parking, food, drinks, and everything else. That adds up. And it's okay, to spend that kind of money if you have it already and you own a home and you're saving money for retirement. But if you don't own a home yet and you're not saving for retirement, okay, having season tickets to the Broncos probably doesn't make a lot of financial sense for you. Now, I want to say this, I don't want to tell you how to spend your money, but one of the things I've seen, and I just know this, money is a reflection of our priorities in life. And the good thing is we get to choose our own priorities. And the next good thing is we can change our priorities of what's truly important to us. And I just ask, if you're a renter and not a homeowner, because homeowners, their home probably went up in value by $100,000 in the last year. So if you're a renter, I ask you, how much did your apartment or home that you're renting go up in value for you? How much money did your apartment make for you in the last 12 months? The answer is none, 0. So if you want real estate to make money for you, to build wealth for you, you need to buy a home, and you may need to adjust your priorities of how you spend your money so that you can become a homeowner. Then you can take and spend your money more lavishly and stuff, because you're a homeowner. You're maybe saving for retirement as well. You got money in savings. And so just some ideas for you to help you find the money that you need to buy a home. And if you have questions, comments, even if you have complaints, post them down below. Tell me why you think I'm wrong, or why am I right? Tell me down below, and then please, subscribe to my channel, like and share this video with other people.